When The Twilight Zone aired The Encounter in 1964, it vanished overnight, banned, locked away, and nearly forgotten. But the real controversy ran deeper. Rod Serling had been slipping bold messages past censors for years, using sci-fi and fantasy to tackle greed, corruption, racism, and war, topics TV refused to touch. Every time he tried, sponsors and executives shut him down. Then, in 1955, everything changed. The brutal murder of 14-year-old Emmett Till shocked the nation. Serling wrote Noon on Doomsday to confront the injustice, but networks gutted the script, stripping it of meaning. Furious, he found a new way, hiding real stories inside science fiction. Thus, The Twilight Zone was born. Behind eerie tales of aliens and time travel lay deeper truths about paranoia, injustice, and fear. Even the name reflected its purpose. The Twilight Zone, the space between reality and illusion. The show attracted top talent, with actors like William Shatner, Nightmare at 20,000 Feet, George Takei, The Encounter, and Robert Redford, Nothing in the Dark, delivering unforgettable performances. Some episodes, like The Encounter, were so intense they were rarely aired again. Serling's genius made The Twilight Zone more than a show. It was a mirror, revealing the truths society tried to ignore. In 1964, The Twilight Zone aired The Encounter, and then it disappeared, banned, locked away, and nearly forgotten. But the real controversy ran deeper. For years, Rod Serling had smuggled bold messages past censors, using sci-fi to expose greed, corruption, racism, and war, stories TV refused to tell. Every time he pushed boundaries, sponsors and executives pushed back. Then, in 1955, everything changed. The brutal murder of 14-year-old Emmett Till shocked the nation. Serling wrote Noon on Doomsday to confront the injustice, but networks gutted the script, erasing its power. Frustrated, he found a new way, hiding real issues inside science fiction. On April 8, 1960, The Big Tall Wish aired, marking a quiet but groundbreaking moment in television. The episode followed Boley Jackson, an aging boxer whose best days were behind him. A young boy, Henry, believed in him so much that his wish altered reality. Boley won his fight. But when Boley doubted the magic, everything snapped back, leaving him broken once more. At first glance, it was just another supernatural tale. But this episode did something rare. It featured an almost entirely black cast, without making race the focus. In the 1960s, black actors were rarely given lead roles unless the story centered on racism. Here, they were simply people with dreams, struggles, and emotions anyone could relate to. This approach was bold. Some viewers were uncomfortable. Others praised the episode for breaking barriers. The NAACP recognized Serling for pushing television forward, even when networks hesitated. Shows like Star Trek and I Spy would later follow, proving diverse casting could be the norm, not the exception. The Big Tall Wish wasn't just about magic, it was about representation. A reminder that sometimes the most revolutionary stories are the ones that show people as they truly are. On March 4, 1965, The Twilight Zone aired one of its most unsettling episodes. I Am the Night. Color Me Black begins in a small town where the sun never rises. As a man awaits execution, the darkness outside thickens. The more the townspeople feed their hatred, the larger the black cloud grows. At first, it seems like a local mystery. Then, the truth emerges. It's happening everywhere. The darkness spreads across the world, reaching every place where hatred thrives. The message was impossible to ignore. This was the heart of the civil rights movement. Protests filled the streets. Violence followed. many Americans refused to confront the racism that shaped the country. The Twilight Zone forced them to look. Serling didn't soften the blow. The episode was blunt, relentless, and deeply uncomfortable. That was the point. Through science fiction, it reached viewers in a way no lecture or news report could. The final moments left a chilling truth. The darkness would keep spreading, unless people chose to change. Season 5's Living Doll begins innocently enough. Christy brings home a new toy, Talkie Tina. Just another talking doll. Until she speaks. "My name is Talkie Tina, and I don't like you." Her stepfather, Eric, assumes it's a joke. He tries to get rid of her, but she always returns. He throws her away. She reappears. He smashes her. Nothing changes. Then the threats begin. "My name is Talkie Tina, and you'll be sorry." Eric isn't a good man. He treats his wife and stepdaughter cruelly, and the doll pushes back. Desperate, he tries to destroy it, but fate intervenes. He falls down the stairs to his death. Talkie Tina is there beside him. "My name is Talkie Tina, and you had it coming." What makes Living Doll so terrifying is what it doesn't explain. Is Tina possessed? Is it karma? The mystery makes it even more chilling. Adding to the unease, Talkie Tina was a modified Chatty Cathy doll, voiced by the same actress, June Foray. Bernard Herrmann's eerie score lingers in the background, making every moment more unsettling. Even decades later, Talkie Tina remains one of the Twilight Zone's most haunting creations. Jump to the 2020 reboot, and the fear shifts. In Small Town, Jason Grant moves to a town that looks too perfect. Clean streets, smiling neighbors, everything in its place. But something is off. No one questions anything. No one changes. It's like the town is frozen in time. A deleted scene would have added depth. Jason confiding in a pastor, trying to understand the town's strange rules. But even without it, the message is clear. Small Town isn't just about eerie perfection. It's about control. The town may look ideal, but it's built on something darker. Everyone follows the rules, but no one is truly free. The episode forces a question. How much are people willing to give up for peace and order? The 2020 reboot often reimagined classic Twilight Zone themes for modern audiences. Small Town fits right in, leaving us with an unsettling thought. What if a perfect world meant losing the ability to choose? Season 4's miniature tells a quieter yet equally unsettling story. Charlie Parks isn't like other people. He's shy. He struggles to connect. Rod Serling's The Twilight Zone wasn't just entertainment. It was a masterclass in sneaking bold, controversial ideas past censors. Episodes like I Am the Night, Color Me Black, and Equality of Mercy forced audiences to confront racism and war from unexpected perspectives. Serling's genius lay in his ability to disguise hard-hitting messages as eerie tales. He didn't just create a groundbreaking show, he redefined television's power to challenge and provoke.